Hello, welcome. Welcome. It is Thursday. It is Thursday, Jupiter's day. This is why Thursday Thunder. We are honoring the collective call to expand and to offer our gifts to the world. This is a collective tarot reading. My name is Eutimia. They call me Timi. And I am a lineage hands-on healer, basista, seer, and Chinese medicine doctor. I have been offering these readings for a while now. I've recently started offering a Wednesday wellness holistic plática, or the 3-dub play, holistic as in whole human. And that is every Wednesday. You can email me to ask me questions about anything health related, any symptoms you're having, eutimia@gmail.com with the subject holistic plática question. And that's like a 1 or 2 sentence. What do you think about shingles? Or what do you think about migraines? Please no long life histories. And I will do my best to hold space to talk about that in general, not to replace the advice or care of your personal healthcare provider. Okay, so what we do on Thursdays, is our Thursday Thunder reading, which is a tarot card reading. Okay, and our tarot cards today will be the Wild Unknown, and maybe I'll pull one from the Mood Tarot deck. I also want to take this opportunity to tell you all that my 3rd iteration of Birthing Basics is now called Giving Life, and I have added 2 modules to it. It is live on my website, musemedicina.com. It is a 6-week course going through Chinese medicine physiology, the understanding I have as an indigenous birth keeper, as well as how birthing is social justice related. So you can go to my website and order that. Class starts on the 24th of September. All right, so go ahead and give that a visit if you would like to see the timeline and what topics I'll be covering each week in class. And what that looks like is dropping materials to your inbox one day of the week, which will be Thursdays, and then to be determined, we will have another day or 2 where we have collective connection on Zoom and talk about the material and ask any questions, okay? So that's the birthing course. Please continue to stay tuned. I will be redropping my Food Foundations course, and I am also in the process of creating a beauty medicine course. All right. So now that that's out of the way, this is a free reading for you. Please share widely if it is helpful to you and you want to help other people with it. And if you feel called, please drop some change into my Cash App, Muse Medicina, my Venmo, Eutimia-Montoya, or my PayPal, eutimia@gmail.com. No amount is too small. Anything helps so I can keep offering and supporting other people whose values I align with. Okay, so go ahead and state your intentions in your presence here. Ometeo. Great Spirit, Tonkashila, all that is good, all that is love, all that is sacred, Yemaya, San Gabriel, all of the beauty in the world, all of our connections to our honorable ancestors. Great Spirit, I call healing here now. Thank you for our water. May we bless our water with our intention as we drink it. May we bless the water connected to the whole world, that the world may be blessed through our connection with water. Great Spirit, thank you for the water. Thank you for the food. May all the hands who touch our food, that we may receive it, be blessed. Special prayer to the farm workers working with the fires right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May they be well fed. May they be well nourished. May they be well rested. May they be well paid. Great Spirit, special prayers to those in Kenosha, to the protesters in Kenosha right now, to cover our Black siblings, to cover our indigenous siblings, to cover our white ally siblings as they go on the lines, as they sacrifice their bodies for justice. Great Spirit, I ask a protection for Black bodies. Great Spirit, I ask a protection for all of those in honor, in fighting with justice. Great Spirit, I hold a moment now of silence for our pain. Thank you for the lives of those who have been taken too soon. Thank you for the life that is still persisting of Jacob Blake. Great Spirit, I ask justice for Breonna Taylor and the countless unnamed victims of police brutality of Black and Indigenous descent. Great Spirit, I ask a special blessing on all BIPOC, and I ask blessings on all Americans that we may help to untangle the dark histories. I ask for the loyalty of dog companions to remind us of who we are now. I ask for the blade of obsidian, for the mirror of obsidian to show us who we are, that we may wield our darkness for justice. I ask for the power of bees and ants in organizing. I ask for the cleansing waters of rain, waterfalls, creeks, brooks, that we may know what rest is in a replenishing way, that we may know what persistence is in a sustainable way. Thank you for this day, Great Spirit, Creator, God. May we seek to know ourselves that we may heal. Okay, so go ahead and give your guys' last little ahas, calling our honorable ancestors. Ooh, Meteo. Okay, so this card has been coming up a lot lately, and I really love its depiction here. Okay. Hard times. It's fucking crazy out there. Ooh, orale pues. Let's look at these cards. All right. First card that just flew out during prayers is the High Priestess. Okay. In this deck, the High Priestess is depicted as a tiger chillin'. Okay, the High Priestess is not in a rush. The High Priestess is introspective. The High Priestess knows because she is still. The High Priestess is looking within. The High Priestess fucks with her divinity and her pain. Okay, the High Priestess is not under any illusion that she is beyond any of this. Okay, this is a call for us to sit with ourselves, to really see where we're at, really see what we're working with, how we're feeling, knowing our greatness, knowing our tools, knowing how we can honor these trying times with what we've been given in this lifetime. Okay, so the High Priestess is not about charging forth. What's coming through right now for this, which is something I've been thinking a lot about, is the necessity for protesters to be organized, the necessity for a lot of things. I ask you to look to the Instagram just cut me off. I ask you to look to, hold on, let me see if I can go back live here. Let me see if I can go back live here. Go back live here. Go back live. Hey y'all, I just got cut off from you. I don't know what that was about, but let's see if it even notifies anyone that I'm on, because I don't know, I was talking about some protest stuff, and maybe I should say gatherings. Interesting. All right, well, it's about being organized. It's about being present. It's about noting what you have to offer and taking the time to hone that, so when it comes out, it is helpful. It is the most helpful. It is the most optimal. This isn't about rushing into some quick fix. This is about taking the space, taking the look back, so that you can offer from a grounded place that will be more beneficial to our collective liberation in the long run. Okay. So there's that. Okay. That was the High Priestess, and that one just came out. I'm going to shuffle these other ones, asking for our honorable ancestors to show us what is next. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Sixes are about flows. I love how this one looks like a branch with fruit on it. This is about our ripe potentials right now. This is about flow. This is about going with the flow. This is about honoring what is working in your resource world. Okay, so cars have been coming up a lot for me, and like our vehicles, so our bodies, our cars, what we're working with as far as where we're going and how we get there. The six wants us to roll with what is the path of least resistance. Okay, so say for instance you are in a situation where your car is broken, and you can only get a ride with this other person, but then you have to call these three people and all the stuff just doesn't go right. Stay where the energy flows toward, if that makes sense. This card is about using what you have, working with the resources that are ripe for you. This card is about noting what's rotting. Okay, Pentacles are all about our material realm, like what in your house is just pisses you off because you keep bumping into it. Do you actually need that thing? Throw it out. Okay, what in your life, who in your life is not giving you nourishment? Okay, the ripe fruit is nourishment. So we need to check in with ourselves and see what is working, what isn't working, what flows and what doesn't flow. Sixes are threes doubled. Threes are all about the dance. So this is like, are you able to work within a framework that feels like something you would want to dance with? All right. Next card, next card, next card. Sometimes the cards reveal themselves. 4. This is the 4 of Wands. Wands are about inspiration. Wands are about creativity. Wands are about wielding your power. I have a deck that I might pull from. They call the Wands Dick Sticks. Wands are about your creative force. This is the 4. 4 is about the foundation of your creative force. So last reading, we had a 4 of Wands, and what came through really strongly was setting up your space for the success in your creative realm. And this isn't just creative like, oh, I want to craft, or oh, I want to express myself in dance, even though yes, that. But this is creative as what are you working toward, and how is your foundation set up for that? So whereas this one is the flow of your material realm, what resources are you working with? This one is about the inspiration that is offered by the foundation you're set up with. This could be about your home. This could be about the relationships you're connecting with. Could be about that old idea that you've had that you've never fully fleshed out. This is like, yo, your foundation for offering your offerings is set, and your inspiration is you know what is a yes for you. Okay, some of you keep questioning yourselves because of colonial caca, but you know what the yes is. When your heart goes tickle, tickle, yes, that is the yes. So this is a reminder for you that you've already done the work to ground in your yes and to trust that. Next, Judgment. We are our own greatest critics. Let me see if that's going to show. We are the ones who are not allowing ourselves to be honored in our creations. All right. There's a book, and I have separate feelings about it. I was dating someone a long time ago who is super duper capitalistic, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. But anyway, I listened to a book by a super duper capitalistic human, and one of the things he said, and this is probably why I had to listen to that book, is a third of people are going to love you, a third of people are going to hate you, and a third of people aren't going to give a shit. A third of people aren't going to care at all. So if you want a job, if you want a challenge, is to get the people who don't care to love you. But either way, it doesn't matter. Like, there are going to be people who love what you offer. There's going to be people who don't resonate at all. But your job is to fly. Okay? Your job is to offer. Your job is to spread your wings. Okay? Everybody's a critic, especially you. Okay? Especially you. Shout out to Mosaic Guy for the whole inner critic thing. Everybody's a critic, especially you. So, are you going to finally offer your creative juice to the world when we need it right now because shit's fucked up? We need inspiration, right? Or are you going to keep being, oh, they're not going to like me. Oh, they're not going to love me. Oh, I'm too much this. I'm not enough that. It's done. Do it. Before we do it, though, this is the Five of Swords. When we give ourselves permission to open up our trajectory for our creative pursuits, for our yeses, we're going to come up against our own criticisms, our own traumas, our own upbringing stories that are not in accordance with our yes. And this is the place where we let these creepy, crawly, wormy, scary things, where we let them show themselves so that we can hone them. Okay, the Five of Swords is about asking ourselves what is worth the battle. Okay, I've been recently doing work with Mosaic Eye and in this creativity thing, and one of the things she had us do, which I posted in my stories about, is ask ourselves about the inner critic and give the inner critic a voice. So I'm used to like giving my grief a voice, right? Or giving my anger a voice, but only at like external things, or like if something sad happens, letting myself feel it and letting that. But the person in me, the mean girl in me who's meanest to me, I would just shut her up or not pay attention to her. And she was having a lot more power over me than I thought, than I realized, because it was like a blind spot until Chetana brought it up. So this is like facing the inner caca in you that is telling you that you're not good enough to do that thing. You're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not young enough, you're not educated enough, you're not practiced enough. Like, the only way we get practice is by practicing, right? So this is a call for you to face your fears, face your insecurities, and not just face them, but name them, know them, say what's up to them. Also, earthworms in Chinese medicine, we use in decoction, in formula, to break up blood stasis, because worms literally burrow through the earth. They're super duper powerful movers of hard things, right? So this is a call to move. This is a call to let your brain take a back seat and move your body, because things get stuck in our bodies. Swords are about cutting through, okay? This is a call for us to shake it up, to burrow it out so that we can aerate. We need to aerate. We need to get oxygen in our bodies and aerate like worms aerate the soil. All right, all right. Seven of Pentacles. I really like how straightforward this card is. To me, sevens are very spiritual numbers. So, and this is like an ascending seven of material. So this is really giving yourself permission to let your material mirror your spiritual, or know that the spiritual is mirroring the material. Furthermore, specific, more about spaciousness, like what are you working with? Are the books that you're buying in alignment with your spiritual awakening? Are the shows that you're watching in alignment with your spiritual awakening? Are the homies you're kicking it with in alignment with your spiritual awakening? Something that I said to my partner the other day, and that's like coming up for me a lot, especially with COVID and masks and social distancing, etc. We all miss community, right? We miss our loves. We miss being with our people. Who is worth getting COVID for? That's a real question. Like, there are so many situations, so many people, so much stuff that I'm just like, nah. Like whereas before it would be a formality to be, what's the word? I'm not even getting the word, a courtesy, to be like courteous by like saying hello and shaking someone's hand and maybe giving someone a hug. I'm like, I don't know you. I don't have, no. This is a call to line up your potentials, your right potentials, and pick what actually serves you, okay? Somebody told me when I was like a teenager in my early 20s, I'm like, well, he's really nice. She's like, they're all gonna be nice. They're all gonna be nice in the beginning. They all want to fuck you, okay, or whatever, right? That was like 15 years ago. But who's actually worth it? Who's actually worth saying yes to? What is actually worth saying yes to? This is boundaries. Okay? If COVID is not teaching you boundaries, I don't know what's going to teach you boundaries. But this is straight up like, what is worth your attention? What is worth your demise? Last card. Son of Swords swooping down. All right, I believe this is the page. Once you figure out, maybe it's the Knight. I think it's the Knight. Once you figure out what is in the way. Once you figure out what is a yes. Once you figure out, oh, this is my own naysayer inside. Once you figure out that you're your own worst critic, once you know what's worth moving toward, what inspires you, and once you know what foundation you have to actually follow through with that inspiration, swoop down and get it. It is not time to, sorry, this is just coming through. These are the words that I was raised with, to pussyfoot. It is not time to tiptoe around your yes. Okay? So these are kind of opposite sides of the coin, but all of the other cards are super necessary for these two poles. The High Priestess is like, chill out, wait, think about it, organize, connect, create, be, strategize, right? And then this one is like, once you do all this, you move through your darkness, you figure out your spacing, you figure out your deep foundations, you figure out who your people are, you figure out what is a yes in your community, what's a no, you create ground rules for your yes, move toward it. All right? Okay, I hope this was helpful. Once again, my name is Eutimia Timi. I am a Chicana lineage hands-on healer and Chinese medicine doctor. I am offering a birthing course that starts September 24th. It is live on my website. There are payment plans and scholarships available, preference given to by POC. Please email me if you want help with that. Or you can just go buy it off my website. It's a 6-week course for $333. I encourage you to invest. If you have it to invest in, you can drop me change at Muse Medicina, Cash App, Eutimia-Montoya, Venmo, and eutimia@gmail.com. For this reading, please share widely and please email me if you have basic questions for holistic wellness Platica on Wednesdays, okay? Recap. Take care of you. We need to understand why we've come. We need to concentrate on who we are so that we can step forward in certainty about what we have to offer, so that we can step forward in community, honoring everyone in a similar vision. We can't go out there and expect the outcome to not also be like that, okay? What is the ripe fruit now? What is rotting fruit now? You know what you need. So stop lying to yourself and give yourself space to really feel the caca, because it's coming up. And once we feel it, we can heal it. But if we're not denying it, we're not going to know. And remember, earthworms. Earthworms are really good. They aerate shit. They get it all out. Air. Move. Okay. Okay, y'all. Many blessings. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to keep serving you, and have a beautiful day. Ciao.